in many aspects, we're going to rate you basically on 4 areas. And really the C license is an entry license, it's a good license. It is, in our case, modeled after the European requirements with that. So 40 hours is measured against Spain, France, Germany, and UK and other countries. So we work equally hard, and we pretty much have the same spread of activities. You have pitch time, you have classroom, you have exam, and you have all this video and knowledge tests. So I'm happy to say that you all passed. So now, in order for us to get support, we'll provide coaching education in conjunction and together with the DFA. So the diploma that you will receive is both an agency. We are going to take a group of you to the B license, which we're still trying to figure out exactly how that's going to go about and how we're going to do it. We hope to do it, but you can rest assured that that phase is coming. Okay. In the meantime, and it probably will have to wait until after the season because it's quite an onerous process and we need to invest a lot of time. And while the season is running, I think it's going to be incredibly difficult for you to find that time. Okay. So expect sometime in May and forward that we will begin the process with the. In the meantime, the C is going to continue. Jacques is coming back in May, early May 2013 when the season is finished. By then, we hope that the next quarter we're going to have a little bit more coaches than what we've had this time. Unfortunately, we got the message out very late this time. But in May, we hope that we're going to have at least 15, 20 additional coaches coming. Spread the word, please. There is an overly representation from the VA, North Village, PHC, the Anytown Pageant, Wolves. There are definitely clubs, North Village of course, there's definitely clubs missing here, and we would like your chat with all of them. Okay. So with that said, and obviously, the process really is to try to get, I don't know how many youth coaches there are, we don't know how many senior coaches there are, but the idea is obviously to get everyone through this. We, based on the feedback after the sessions we had in May, it's just a matter of time before we figure out how to get the Coaches Association up and running. If that happens under our banner or together with the DFA or the DFA banner, we'll see. But we will definitely keep you in the loop, and we hope to engage Jacques and others in the dialogue over emails, etc., that will benefit you and give you ideas on this follow-up. So we're working on the website. The last sessions we did in May, remember, we filmed all of those, and we're working to get all of those snippets out on the website using the YouTube. So all of this is work in progress. There will be tools for you and all sorts of things, but it's still work in progress. Anyway, with that said, Jacques is going to give us a presentation about the evolution of the profile of the professional coaches. And after that, we're going to have that.
So I will do this presentation for UEFA. I will do that for 16 countries, 16 different countries in 4 times this season, and same next year. And so it's the first time I do that. So I train with you, and in 2 weeks' time, I do it with, I will begin with Slovenia, with Slovakia, with the Netherlands, with Croatia, and the fourth one is Georgia. So I will just try to focus on the things that could be interesting for you. Means, for instance, here, evolution of the profile of the pro coach, because it is an evolution, because it is complicated now when you see the clubs, the new owners and everything. So you see, the first things you must understand is that, and that new investors, Paris Saint-Germain, Abramovich, Manchester City, new owners, they want trophies, they are able to put a lot of money, so somewhere begins to be a little bit crazy, increasing budgets. You know that Platini will put next year the, we call that financial fair play, So the clubs must only spend the money they get. So it's a problem for Manchester City and for Paris Saint-Germain, who spend 150 million euros this year. So I don't know what Platini will be able to do, but normally all that is over. Because when I'm talking with Arsene Wenger, friend of mine, good friend of mine, say, what can I do? I have the players, I have to sell them, we don't have enough money, but it's because it's unfair, because Abramovich is coming, bing, and giving a lot of money. I know some of you are also fan of Real Madrid and Barcelona. The problem is that Real Madrid has a debt of 800 million euros. And Barcelona is the same. And Valencia, 400. It's not possible. Any part of the economy, some of you are maybe businessmen, you have companies, explain to me if you can, have 100 million euros. How do you do with your bank? Okay? So that it's not that it's a new salary increase. Cristiano Ronaldo is not happy because he just realized he only 14 million a year. Hey, that's a joke. Because Ibrahimovic has 16. Is that, where are we? They will not be able to spend all the money they got in their life, and it's not enough. At the moment, you know, it's a danger to see all the fans say, now, too much is too much, and football players are it's not working, especially in this context, because I read the Royal Gazette every day, I see that here it's a little bit complicated, the situation. But I will be back in France, I can tell you it's more complicated than here. And I don't talk about Spain, I don't talk about Italy and all these countries. So in this context, you cannot keep on with this behavior, and something has to